Alright, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Talking Real Experience. So again, NY Predators Department hacking into my electronic devices, particularly my headset, my earbuds. Alright, so as I took my earbuds all day today, I've been using my earbuds. Take it out of the case, put it in my ears. It's connected, you know, getting ready to leave. As I'm leaving, put my earbuds on, it's not connected. Right? So I get downstairs and I had to go to the menu in order to connect it. And as soon as it says connected, they start using their sirens. And as I said, as soon, the word as soon, they start using their sirens. Right? Yeah, whoop, it hit them in the background there. So anyhow, so Ethan, like I tell Ethan all the time, I said, you know, I know you have after school, but at least text your mother and I to let us know that you're in after school, right? After school, just say, hey, I'm heading to after school, I'm in after school. Simple. And I had to take his phone from him because he's not doing that. He has not been doing that. Some days he'll do it, other days he's not. And I called him today to see where he was at. He didn't answer. So I basically, when he got in the house, I told him, I said, give me your phone. I said, I've talked to you many times about letting us know where you're at, after, you know, whether you're after school or not, letting us know. I said, it's a simple text, right? You text your mother. So now Pam started making excuses for him. Oh, he told me this morning he's going to have to. I said, it doesn't matter, okay? I asked him to do certain things as his father. I need him to do that. Oh, you got to have trust. I said, it's not about trust. It's not about trust. It's about teaching your children discipline, structure, and respect, right? That she doesn't get. I said, the reason why you don't get it, because you're disrespectful. You have no discipline, and you have no structure. You are very disrespectful, right? To me in particular, right? And I said, and you are raising our children to become disrespectful also. So as I'm talking to him, he's like raising his voice, and I'm like, listen, you better watch your tone, okay? Watch your tone. And because, you know, she's there, so he feels emboldened. And she doesn't. I told her straight up, I said, this is the reason why a lot of our children who's been raised by single mothers with your attitude, you know, are doing bad in school. And no matter what I do as a father of coming in and trying to help them, you always interfere. But, you know, what it is that they're doing to our children, particularly our boys, is getting them diagnosed with ADHD, right? Because what? Because they want that money from the state. Right? They want that money from the state. Okay? And so now, you know, all of a sudden I'm asking him a question, what time you get to school today? I don't remember. They don't remember. Right? Because his mother has taught him to lie to me. His mother has taught him to not be honest with me. And this is what happens. This is why, again, and I'm using my example, my experience to teach others what is going on. And as black fathers, you need to understand how these women are weaponized against us and our children, particularly our male children. You know, and I'm telling her, I said, you know, like my daughter every day, she comes up, I make her clean. When I leave, the next day I come back, her bed is a mess, her computer desk is a mess, which I've told her many times not to eat on, because she has a desk right next to her computer desk that she is for her to eat on. You know, but again, she still doing what she wants to do. So again, I took her tablet from her and no computer, and I told Pam to make sure that they don't get on their electronic devices for the night. Give them a book to read. But she's not going to do that. All right, and like I said too, the reason why all these cops was targeting me, again, like I said, there's two reasons, right? When the kids are always late or very late for school, they'll show up, or when she got a date, and sure enough, she got a date tomorrow. So I said, it doesn't surprise me. That's why today she was acting, she had an attitude. I called her, no, she called me? No, I called her because what was I doing? I called her to ask her about Ethan, as she heard from Ethan, right? She's like, no, what have you? I said, well, I've called him, he's not answering his phone. He's like, she's in after school. I said, okay, he can still answer his phone. You know, I told him every time, I said, you need to text me and text you to let us know where you're at. And this is what they don't understand. Because guess what? They have no discipline, they have no structure, and they have no respect. right? So guess what? You're not teaching your children any sort of respect for male authority, okay? Particularly their fathers. And so, you know, for the week for the past 2 weeks, he has not been on his computer during the school week. I've turned it off, and I told him he's not allowed to get on his computer, only on the weekend. And I told Pam, I said, on Sunday, you need to make sure he gets on the computer if I'm not there by at least 6 o'clock. He should be having his computer turned off. But she's not going to do that, right? Because she'd rather stay in her room. And I said to her, even today, I said, listen, before I left, I said, because she had asked me for the keys, and I said, you know, I gave her the keys. I said, fine. And I told her, I said, listen, do not leave these kids in the house by themselves all night, okay? Because that's the reason why she asked for the keys back. And I keep telling her, I said, you know, the reason why they don't sleep at night on the weekend is because of what you used to do, what you do. You leave them at night or all day by themselves. Well, I don't do that anymore. I said, Pamela, I'm not talking about now. I said, you know, this is your problem. You do not want to see your actions that you've done in the past because you don't want to be held accountable, right? I said, when you used to leave these kids by themselves all night or all day by themselves, don't even call to check up on them. I was the one that called them multiple times during the day. Okay, so I know. Okay, I call them at 2 o'clock in the morning. They're up. Where's mommy? Have you heard from your mother? No. Right? So now she's like, oh, well, I rarely do that. I said, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't do it, period. You should not leave these children in the house with no adult supervision. Look, your Predator Department shows up. Look at them. look, yeah. What I say. Like I said, you know, you shouldn't leave your children in the house by themselves. No way, no how. Car number 5274. All right, yeah, what you stopping for? What you slowing down for? What you slowing down for? All right, yeah. Okay. Anyhow, so you know, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is what these predators do. Look. he making the U-turn as the gray vehicle. That's why I look at him in the red. Look. All right, as he turn around and look at me. See? So I want you to understand what it is that they do. Exposing their shit all the way. Exposing them all the way. All right? Because I recognize the side. Whenever they do shit like that, there's always the same thing. There's always going to be somebody wearing a red coat or red shoes or red something, red hat or have you, while they do that. Anyhow, yeah. So I said, I said, you know, that's your problem. I said, because again, what you've done to them is that you've conditioned them to be up at night. Right? Sometimes they're up till 6 o'clock in the morning. She's like, oh, I came home at 9 o'clock and they were up. Yeah. Because they have no adult supervision in the house. Oh, because, and so now I rarely do that. I said, Pamela, I'm not talking about you being ready. That's what she does. So because she doesn't do it as much anymore, she forgets about the fact that she used to do it all the time. Right? Anyhow. So, you know, I forgot what she said. Oh, I said, yeah. I said, because, I said, you don't want to understand because you don't care. You don't care. You disregard our children, right? You basically abandon them at times. And you who talk about how you have abandonment issue, you turn around and you abandon our children. And doing that is abandonment. Not taking them, make sure they get to school on time, that's abandonment also. But she doesn't understand that. And there's always going to be the kids. And I told her, I said, there's a reason why they act different with me than with you. There's a reason why when I'm there, they get up in the morning and they get to school on time, right? But again, what she'll do is then try to sabotage that, right? Because for her, in their mind, like I said, these Christians, these wicked people, these Nicopians, right? They got to try to equalize shit. So if they're conditioning their children to fail in school, right? And as a father, when the children are with you, you know, they do their homework or have you, they are going to manipulate their children to not do homework, right? Because they don't want your children to act better, to be better when they're with you as a father. Because that's not how they are with them. This is the vindictive mindset that they've conditioned into the minds of our women. right? And this is religious people, period, men and female. Okay, that's their attitude, that's their mindset, and it's a fucked up one. Dude was about to jump in front of me again. I'm like, come on, man. I had to look at. I saw him. Fucking ridiculous, these people.